Join me for a full resort tour of Universal's newest hotel, Terra. With the opening of Epic Universe on May 22nd came three new hotels to the Universal property, and one of them is Terra Resort. And I had the pleasure of staying here for a couple of nights when I was going to the Epic previews in April. So let me take you on a tour of this amazing hotel. It's brand new. It's only been open for a couple months. This is the entry lobby where you can enter in and find your vacation planning center. You get your tickets there, extra information about your time, and then to the right, you're going to see the main check-in desk as well as your luggage storage area in case you get dropped off or want to drop off some luggage before you head to the parks for the day. Now, this is a really large space. It is very quiet, though. There's a lot of soundproofing, and it really does give you that idea of space, outer space. Now, the Universal Studios store is full of Epic merch. There's also some sundries and things that you can find, but the Epic merch that you'll find in the park, a smaller sampling of it will be found here inside the store. We loved the new t-shirts, the backpacks, and especially some of the tumblers that they have. There's a lot of great Epic-specific things that you can find here, as well as merchandise from each of the portals and worlds that you can discover. So again, you're going to see Super Mario, you're going to see a lot from Ministry of Magic and more of a Parisian theme, including some of the newer robes that are all in navy blue, and then you'll also find your Isle of Berk and your Dark Universe merch in here as well. There's your sundries, swimsuits, things you may have forgotten. Now back through the lobby, behind this main wall, you'll find a small bar and tons of seating areas that all opens up to the pool area in the back, which we'll see in a minute. And then to the right, you'll see Omega Cafe and Market. This is a location for you to get some grab and go items and also to order some food. They have a lot of different options here. And again, ample seating. So one of the things is that with this large space, it's definitely segmented into a couple areas, but you'll see high ceilings and a lot of room to spread out. So as you can tell, it doesn't really feel crowded. We were here kind of midday. This was going into a weekend, a holiday weekend, and we still had a lot of room to explore. This grab and go area is actually pretty well stocked. There were things like protein shakes for morning breakfast. There's some sandwiches and salads, fruit, a lot of what you would want to get. There's also a great place to get some coffee, bottled water, whatever you might want to take with you for snacks. You can purchase all of that right here on the right side of this dining area. And then as you continue through to the other side, you're going to find where you can order a quick service meal. This is open breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we were able to enjoy some lunch here on our arrival day. Again, look at all of the seating. Very quiet, even given how high the ceilings are, you'll see that it's actually soundproof with some of those elements above. And it does give you that terrestrial feel as you walk through here. You'll walk up, and to the left, you can find menus. You can also find those handy resort mugs, which are always a great idea for a great purchase if you're planning on spending a good amount of time at the resort and want to be able to fill those up and bring a souvenir home with you. But you'll order up here. They'll give you a pager. I think they're called pagers still. That might be my millennial showing. And then you'll wait for that to buzz, and you can go ahead and pick up your food at this pickup window. So it all is made ready to order for you. You'll also find a beverage refill station, including coffee, soft drinks, and a place to fill your water bottles. And I was able to grab a really excellent lunch for myself on my check-in day, and here's my review. All right, everybody, I am having my first meal at Terra. We checked in. It's a beautiful day. We're going to be in that pool a little bit later, but for now, I ordered the cod fish sandwich. It looks so good. It smells really good, too. And then I ordered the salad. You can get it with a salad, French fries, or sweet potato fries. I also love that there's real silverware. Like, I don't know, it's simple, but you know, in the theme park world, real silverware makes a difference. Okay, one bite in. The fish is really well, it's cooked really well. It's a nice crispy breading, so it's really got a good crunch. I didn't taste a ton of the tartar sauce, but I could probably even go for more. I like a saucy sandwich. But everything is nice and crisp. There's two giant pieces of fish on the sandwich. So this could totally be shareable. I should probably cut it in half. Actually, it's a lot of food. But the ciabatta is really soft. The bread's really good. Flavors are there. solid lunch, and I think we'll check out the pool bar over there later. So one of the things that I love about this hotel is that it's so open. There's tons of sunlight and a lot of great places to kind of hang out and find a nook. There's this fire pit area. There's a couple of these around the back side of the lobby. This is outside the lobby windows that you saw when we walked in. And then as you can tell, there's a short little walk here right into the pool area. I'm not going to take a ton of photos and video of the pool because there's a lot of people in there enjoying it on this hot day. But inside there is a lot to do there besides swimming. There's a giant pool, also some sandy areas where kids are making sandcastles. There's some big games like Connect Four and Cornhole. And so there's a lot to do for the family. You can also tell that there are life vests for children already there and towels. So you don't need to bring them with you. You don't need to bring them down from your room, but there are stations to do that and get those right here at the pool. Now, one of the things I loved about sitting in this pool area is the fact that the light just glitters off of these amazing panels. It is a beautiful view, it is very peaceful, and there's a lot of room for seating, so you will not feel crowded. They also have these mobile order QR codes at each of your chairs that you can order for lunch, and then you can head right on over to this little bar and grill outside where you'll be able to pick up your mobile order. Again, they will text you. You can use the app and it'll tell you when it's ready to pick up, and you can go over here to that little hallway down to the right, that little walkway, and there's a pickup window for your food over on that side. So don't think you're going to get it at the bar. You're actually going to go down that walkway to pick up your food. The bar is a fully stocked bar, and you can tell there's fans going under here, lots of shade. So when you need to get away from some of that direct sunlight and heat, this is a great place to enjoy your cocktails and also have a nice view of Terra Luna and the pool area. So now let me take you on a quick tour of a standard 2-queen room here. Upon walking in, you're going to see a connecting door to the left, so you can get adjoining rooms here, and a nice full-length mirror on the right. All right, so as you come in, there's this giant closet, which is actually one of the biggest closets I've seen in a lot of hotels, especially around theme parks. You can see my stuff is unpacked in here, but you've got a safe, you've got extra pillows and things up top, lots of hangers, ironing board, and a ton of space for storage. We're only going to be here for about 2 nights, so this is going to be way more room than we need. And then for anyone looking to cool off, I already turned it down a couple of notches, and there's a thermostat. So as you see, this room is, a really nice size room. It's also really modern, really sleek. The colors are all blues and greens. The whole point of Terra Luna Resort is to really kind of reflect Earth and earthly planets and things like that. So you're gonna see a lot of that influence. In here, we have the mini fridge, Cuisinart, basic coffee options here, ice bucket. There's an ice bucket, an ice dispenser and water dispenser down the hall. Some drawers for unpacking your things. There's 4 drawers in this unit. And then there's also a really nice size couch and table that can move around. And there's our fancy TV. This side of the building does not face Epic, but it does have some really nice views of other areas nearby. And my favorite is probably this artwork above the bed. This is supposed to have been taken as a photo from NASA, which is a lot of the artwork that you'll find throughout the whole resort is from NASA, actual photos of planets and things from space. So it really does ground these rooms in some science and some natural elements. There's also really cool lighting behind the headboard. You'll see this main center table has a little mushroom lamp, clock radio, and 2 queen beds. There's also this, curtain that's blocking basically a glass partition. So I don't know much about the purpose, but it's there. In here, you've got a separate room that has a full-size door for the shower and toilet. And again, you've got shampoo and conditioner in here. Just a reminder, there is not body wash. There's some soap in there that you can use. And then again, toilet, extra towels and whatnot. It's a pretty large size room. And then here you have a single sink, towel, hair dryer, and lots of room to kind of put all your things. And so again, this is a really nice size room. The price point for this hotel is going to be on the value end of a lot of the Universal options, and it is one of the closest hotels to Epic Universe. All right, here's some early thoughts on my check-in at Universal's Terra Luna Hotel. This is an excellent, beautiful new hotel. You can definitely feel the vibes that are all centered around planets and earthly terrain.
It is beautifully designed. It is really like quiet and calm. I will say one of the things that I'm noting the most is when you're in the main lobby area and also when you're in the marketplace area where you can get your food, there's a lot of soundproofing elements. Even as large as the room is and as high as the ceilings are, it's very soundproof. And so you don't hear a lot of echoing. Even if there's kids and large families, it's still relatively quiet in there. And I think that's pretty impressive. I've seen a lot of hotel lobbies that is not the case, but it's really quiet. I can't wait to show you the pool area. It is large and there's tons of seating. There's nowhere near full spots there. There are additional things for kids, like a zero entry with a little bit of like bubbly fountain section. There is a hot tub. There is an outdoor pool bar and grill. So again, there's activities like they can build sandcastles. There's a little sandy beach area. There's cornhole. There's different games. So there's a lot of little things in the pool area to keep occupied. It is a relatively small property. So I will say this is giving more hotel vibes than it's giving resort vibes. So I imagine if you're going to stay in Universal and you're going to do a short trip, maybe you're going to just do a couple days in the parks and you want to be close by to Epic, this is an awesome resort to stay in. The price point is excellent. We were able to get our rooms here for this weekend. This is Easter weekend and it was under $200 a night, which is awesome for a brand new hotel and being about a 5-minute drive over to Epic. But if you are planning on staying for a longer period, I would recommend staying at one of the other resorts closer to the other parks, where you're gonna have a lot more amenities, larger property to kind of explore, more time for pool. If you have that built into your plans, one of those resorts might be a better option. So I think this is, again, a shorter trip, lots of time in the parks, less time here. But if you are looking to stay here, it is really quiet, really pretty.
Thank you so much for following along on my 2-night stay and my tour of Terra Luna Resort. I will definitely be back. And if you like this video, make sure you watch some of my other videos about Epic Universe. Thanks for watching.